morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 60s Report, where the hair was big and the protests were loud, and nobody knew what Wi-Fi was. I'm Will Klinger.
I'm Malengo, and yes, the fashion was wild and the politics even wilder.
And I'm Kieran Benas. If you missed the 1960s, don't worry. We've got the highlights minus the tie-dye shirts and questionable mustaches.
Let's start with the serious stuff. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy told Americans to ask what they could do for their country. A lot of people responded by joining the Peace Corps or starting garage bands. But tragedy struck in 1963 when JFK was assassinated in Dallas. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson took the wheel, literally, on Air Force One and launched the Great Society programs right before launching us deeper into the Vietnam War. By the late 60s, protests were everywhere. Even your grandma might have marched in the streets.
Thanks, Will. While the government was debating policy, Americans were busy changing the world. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his iconic I Have a Dream speech in 63, and let's be honest, it gave me more chills than a snowy day in Philadelphia. The Civil Rights Act was passed in 64, but the fight continued. Women were saying, hey, we like equal pay too, and thank you very much. And young people were questioning everything, war, dresses, dress codes, and while cafeteria meatloaf still existed. And in 69, Woodstock happened.
Meanwhile, pop culture went off the rails, in a good way. The Beatles showed up on the Ed Sullivan Show in 64, and suddenly every boy wanted a mop-top haircut, and every girl wanted to scream until she passed out. In the film, we got Psycho, a movie that made everyone double-check beneath their bed, and The Space Odyssey, which confused audiences so much some people are still trying to figure out the ending. And the big one, July 20th, 1969, Neil Armstrong walked the moon. That's right, humanity went from rotary phones to rocket ships in under a decade.
The 1960s is proof that change can happen faster than a Volkswagen Beetle in the left lane.
From moon landings to movements, it was a decade that gave us both peace signs and spacesuits.
And bell bottoms. Can't forget those. Whether you lived through it or you just borrowed the playlist, the 60s definitely left a mark.
What makes a melon ball bounce?
A melon ball bounce.
A melon ball bounce. What makes a melon ball bounce? The ice tart taste of Sprite.
Sprite makes the melon ball bounce.
The melon ball bounce.
The melon ball bounce.
Sprite has the tingle that counts.
Make a melon ball bounce with Sprite. Make a melon ball fizz with Sprite.
Make a melon ball punch with Sprite.
Make a melon ball float with Sprite. Make a melon ball boat with Sprite.
Imagine what you can do with Sprite.
Create something new with Sprite.
With a melon and a scoop
In a bottle of Sprite you can make the prettiest drinks in sight.
Sprite has the tingle that counts.
Ice tart taste makes any drink bounce. Why not start with a melon ball bounce? Buy a carton of Sprite tonight.